I'm Zach with Box Alarm Trading, and I have three colossal rookies to show y'all today. So the first card is a prospect from 2022, and the other two cards are of fighters that have been dominant champions for the last 4 years. Combined, they have 14 title wins and a record of 44-5. First up, we have a prospect that I love watching, and despite his last loss, I still want to collect him for the future. That is the Tarantula, Jalen Turner. And here we have the card here. It is a 2022 Panini Select UFC Premier Level, and this is the Gold Prism, the True Gold Prism, 2 out of 10, and it's a rookie. And we got the SGC 10, so this is a perfect card. And you know,
I love gold.
Who doesn't love gold, man? And so this was one that I really wanted to get. This to me is by far his best rookie card. You know, he had a couple, his Prism, he's kind of just standing there. And same with some of his other, even, you know, the Chronicles, his first auto, he's kind of just standing there. This to me was by far the coolest action shot that he had. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. Despite his loss to Gamrot from his last fight, I still think he's a great prospect. He's only, I believe, 27 years old, so he's still incredibly young. I think he can bounce back from a loss like that. It was a very competitive fight, and he showed that he can grapple with one of the best wrestlers in the division. So to me, his stock almost improved from that fight. But I think now is a good time to buy, because I think a lot of people, maybe they didn't watch that or whatever, but a lot of people are unloaded his cards at somewhat of a discount. So if you're a Turner fan like I am, you know, I think now's a good time to buy. And I absolutely love this card. I'm happy that I was able to get this in a gold. And, you know, some people don't like the SGC, but I love SGC, man. And I think that a SGC 10 is a better quality card than a PSA 10. I think PSA just gives out 10s like non-stop. And SGC is way more strict on the centering of cards when they give out 10. As far as the money goes, I paid $177 for this. And I was bargaining with the seller back and forth. They had it on a $240 buy it now. I was really trying to get it closer to $150, but you know, he did wiggle a lot, so props to him. I'll tag him here. He was a nice guy and a good guy to get a deal done with. You know, so I got it for $177. I think it would have been a great buy at $150. I think it's a pretty fair deal at $177. The other comps that I had to work with on this were from raw sales. So, you know, that's never ideal whenever you're trying to get a price point for a card. There wasn't a one-to-one comparison to work with. But the two that I could find were of raw true golds of this card, and they went for $80 and for $110. And that's raw. This is a perfect card. It is a 10. It's already graded, you know, so that's 20 or 30 bucks right there. So I thought it was a pretty good deal if you're looking at, you know, 100 as about the raw comp to get it for 177 as a 10 for the grading company that I already would have wanted it to be in. To me, that's a good buy. So the second card is a card that I've been hunting for a minute now. It is a 2018 Topps Museum Collection Copper Kamaru Usman, and it is out of 159. I love these museum collection cards. You know, just a really classy design, pretty simple. I like the shine on the outside. You know, you've got the nice copper details going throughout. And on these museum collections, I think they also did a pretty good job with the photography. You know, so you've got Usman here popping his jab out. And it's just pretty classy in general. You've got kind of like the scroll look on the back, which I think is pretty neat. And it is a SGC 9. I like to kind of, for my PCs that I'm going to keep for a while, I don't necessarily want to pay for a 10. You know, there's quite a premium when you jump from 9 to 10. So I was really planning to get this rookie, whether Usman won or lost his last fight with Leon. You know, happens to be a perfect time to buy, I think, because he ended up losing. But, you know, he's had such a dominant run the last 3 or 4 years.
And he's a guy that I think I want to have in the PC. I want to have his rookie in the display case, and I think he's just been a really good champion and kind of a good ambassador for the sport as well. So I was really happy to pick this one up. So this next guy had a spectacular knockout the last time he was out there. He also had one of the coolest celebrations I've seen in years. And this card is the 2018 Topps Museum Collection Israel Adesanya Gold, and this one is going to be to 75 on the print run. And it's basically, it actually is the exact same design as the Usman, but I got this one in gold, and as you can see on the detailing, on the outside of the border, the gold just looks way better. I think it looks better in my opinion than the copper. One thing that I do feel is kind of weird with Topps is a lot of their golds were kind of higher print runs. So like this one is to 75. I really like how Panini does it where the gold is kind of a premium, it's 10. With the shimmer, I think it's even lower at 3. So I definitely like that Panini kind of puts the premium on the golds with the lower print run, whereas this is such a beautiful card, but for it to be of 75 is just kind of crazy. So I definitely give props to Panini for showing a little bit more love to the gold than Topps did with these. Now, as far as timing to buy, this is probably not the best time to buy Izzy, obviously. He just had that huge win, regained the title. It was a super viral moment, super exciting fight. And probably not the best timing as far as trying to hunt this, but I've been trying to get one of these cards for a while, and I saw this one up in auction, and I was like, man, I think I just got to pull the trigger. And one of the reasons I wanted to pull the trigger is when you really start diving into the details of Izzy's legacy, he's kind of starting to creep up on Anderson Silva.
What?
Now that sounds crazy to be talking about who's the best middleweight of all time, Anderson Silva or Izzy, but honestly, if he could get 3 more title defenses, 3 more title wins, or let's say he moves up again to 205 and gets a win there, like he's right there. He's had an amazing run, and I really wanted to have him in a display case with his rookie, and I think this is a really nice card and another good shot. They really did a good job on the photography with these. Okay, so we'll talk pricing real quick on this. So I got this for $350. Ouch, right? That's a lot. But I think it was a good buy, and let me explain why. So a couple of the comps that I had were, the only exact comp I could find of this gold of 75 was a PSA 9 that sold for $480. I am sending this off to PSA, so if this can come back at least a 9, which I'm fairly confident it will, it's a beautiful card. I honestly am hoping that is a 10. I mean, it's that nice. And, so I can at least get a little bit of profit if it hits that 480. A base PSA 10 of this, or not this, but a base PSA 10 sold for $720. And there was a couple 9s that I had to work with, but they were copper, so they were of the 159. The copper PSA 9 was $255 and $338, and a couple raw coppers were $250, $155, and $160. So I feel pretty safe that $350 is kind of around the price I should pay for this. If it's a 10, it could be a huge flip. If it does come back a 10, I'll probably sell it and try and pick up this same card in a 9 for, probably half the price, and just keep that in the PC and use that flip to fund some other cards that I want. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got some more Prism coming. We got the undercard box. We got Prism Blaster box, and we even got a premium box set, which I cannot believe we got it for the price that we got it, and I'm super hyped about that. All of those cards are of 99, and you even get an auto that's of 15 or less. So I think that was an insane buy, and I can't wait to see all those in person. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.